Well, it didn't take long for rumors to start going viral about Bethesda's next game. Hell, Bethesda hasn't even announced that their next game is even an Elder Scrolls game. Yet rumors are not only surfacing about Elder Scrolls 6, but these rumors even state that the game will come out this month, March of 2016. I, like many other Elder Scrolls fans, immediately saw fault with this rumor and didn't believe it for 1 second. However, after some digging, I found some pretty interesting stuff. Now, I still believe this rumor is completely false, at least 90% of it. But just wait and you'll see, there is something interesting about this rumor. Really quick though, make sure you check out my previous video if you're a Mass Effect fan, where I talk about all the evidence and information regarding the delay of Mass Effect Andromeda. Check for the link in the description below. So here is the rumor, straight from the mouth of Maik the Liar, more or less. K-Drama Stars. If you've already heard of this site, then you probably should try to forget about them as soon as you can. Seriously, K-Drama Stars has been associated with false rumors and some of the most straight-up bullshit gamers have ever had to deal with. Anyone who remembers the multiple Fallout 4 hoaxes knows exactly what I mean here. Here's what K-Drama Stars says. Some random whoever guy at Bethesda says that not only are they working on Elder Scrolls 6 right now, but that the game will come out around March of 2016, which is now, and we've got nothing yet. But even regardless of that, everyone knows Bethesda doesn't just pop games out every year like Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. It usually takes about 4 to 7 years of development time for Bethesda to put a game out, and that is because they put out quality games, and these types of massive open-world RPG games take time to do well. Let's actually look at the timetable that Bethesda has released games in the past to get a better understanding of all this. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion came out for the Xbox 360, PS3, and the PC way back in 2007. The next major Bethesda game was the legendary Fallout 3, which was an anomaly because it came out a year later in 2008, which was the quickest any Bethesda game has came out right after the release of a previous game. But that is only because Bethesda works on Fallout 3 while Oblivion was still in development, like most of their other games. After Fallout 3, in 2008 came Fallout New Vegas in 2010. However, this game was mainly developed by Obsidian, not Bethesda Game Studios. 3 years later, in 2011, came The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the most recent Elder Scrolls game to date. And like every other Bethesda game, Skyrim was in development long before it was released, during the same time Fallout 3 was in development. And lastly, we have Fallout 4, the most recent Bethesda project to be released just last year in 2015. This clearly shows that the chances are extremely low of a major Bethesda game coming out only a year after their most recent release. It's common knowledge that Bethesda usually spends anywhere from 4 to 7 years developing their games, generally working on 2 games at once. There is no way Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out this month, or even this year. Even further evidence is that Bethesda always starts promoting and talking about their game within the year right before it releases. We would have already heard something about the Elder Scrolls 6 Argonia by now if it was coming out anytime before 2017. Also, many fans say that the name itself is a dead giveaway, that the rumor is false and completely bullcrap. Argonians, one of the main races in the Elder Scrolls, don't come from a country called Argonia. All fans know they come from Blackmarsh, as seen here on most maps. But this is where things get interesting. I started to do some digging into the lore and I noticed something very interesting, something I've actually never seen before, or at least I don't remember it until now. Not only does a place called Argonia actually exist, but it's been mentioned in-game several times. And it is Blackmarsh. Well, for the most part. Long ago, around the First Era, Skyrim, for example, took place in the Fourth Era, A large chunk of land, which is now modern-day Blackmarsh and southern Morrowind, was actually referred to as Argonia, right around the same time when the Imperials conquered it, in fact. During this time, around 2811 of the First Era, there was even a major battle between Argonians and the Imperial Empire. This battle was called the Battle of Argonia, and all this information is in-game, directly from in-game Elder Scrolls lore, in the book A Pocket Guide to the Empire, 3rd edition, Black Marsh. Eventually, after being incorporated into the Imperial Empire for long enough, Argonia was eventually called Black Marsh, and the name Argonia itself vanished into history. The name Argonia is only known by a small amount of people who know their history well and probably hold a sense of patriotism for an independent Argonia for some reason. So, well, 99.9% of this rumor is complete bullcrap. There is indeed something about this that isn't, and the odd thing is, it's the most talked about aspect of this rumor. The one everyone says is the dead giveaway that the rumor is false. Turns out Argonia does in fact exist deep within Elder Scrolls lore, and if the game actually does take place in Blackmarsh, the fact that the game itself is called Argonia could even hold significance to the story of Elder Scrolls 6 itself. Only time will tell. Maybe Bethesda even put this rumor out on purpose, to judge how hyped fans are for not only another Elder Scrolls game, but also to judge how fans will receive Blackmarsh as the next setting for the game. Personally, I think Elder Scrolls 6 could take place in elsewhere. There is evidence within Skyrim itself, but I will get more into that in a separate video. At this point in time, though, Elder Scrolls 6 may as well take place on the bottom of the ocean, or within a public restroom. Nobody knows anything at this moment, but what we can be sure of is that there will definitely be another Elder Scrolls game, and soon. It's Bethesda's most renowned and their oldest game franchise after all. It's not going anywhere. And I want to know, what do you all think? Where do you think Elder Scrolls 6 will take place? And what era? Skyrim was in the 4th era, 200 years after Oblivion, to just give you some perspective. Let everyone know in the comments below, and your answer may be featured in a future video. Maybe Mike the Liar might run around and shout it at new players in the next game. And if you love Elder Scrolls and want to know more about Elder Scrolls 6, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can stay in the know. Make sure you share this video as well so you can help other fans stay in the know as well. After all, we all have to stand together as gamers. And as always, thanks for watching.